I'm sure we've all had those nights where mom and dad were nagging us and telling us when we need to go to bed and how many hours of sleep we need to get. And perhaps you've even had a teacher do that and tell you that you need approximately 8 hours before your exam tomorrow. I myself have actually sacrificed many hours, pulled many all-nighters in order to cram in as much information as I could before an exam, when in reality, that actually decreased my performance and had severe effects on my mental health. As a college student, we are constantly doing this, and even people in the workplace constantly sacrifice their sleep just because maybe they think they don't need it, or maybe they say, oh, it's not important right now, I'll make it up later. But what people really don't know is that there are major health risks and issues involved with sleep deprivation, and the solution really is to get help if you need it, or plan out your schedule better, or prioritize yourself. Although life gets in the way, sleep is extremely important in order to prioritize your safety. Sleep might not always happen because it's not your first priority, or you think you have more important things to do. Students are the biggest culprits of this, because we are constantly partying, or we're young, so we think, oh, we don't need that kind of sleep. But when in reality, we need it a lot more than some adults do, especially since we're using our brains constantly and we need to have the optimal performance for the grades that we require. Other people, and many across the world, have illnesses like anxiety or insomnia or sleep apnea. In fact, my mother and father both suffer from sleep apnea, and that's where you wake up in the night. Some people don't remember when they wake up, but it does disrupt your sleep cycle, and it can be long-term very detrimental to your health. My brother also has insomnia, and in the Stores article, it read that most people who complain of insomnia have the following difficulties, quite possibly in combination. They have 1, difficulty falling asleep. 2, they are not able to go back to sleep if they wake up in the night. 3, they wake up early in the morning without being able to go back to sleep at all. Or 4, they are not refreshed by their sleep no matter how much they have slept. And this was on page 39 of that journal. Another article from the sleep statistics article, read that it is believed that between 10 and 30% of all adults suffer from chronic insomnia. And it really is sad, because they can't get the help that they need from their sleep. Other people just really believe that it's not vital. For example, Elon Musk has tweeted a couple of times that he thinks that he only requires between 6 and 6.5, and that he has too much work to do in a day to get any more than that. But as we may find out in future years, that could be very detrimental to his health. If we do let these factors continue to affect us, several risks will be heading our way. One of the top risks that many people talk about is car crashes. In a sleep and safety study, people say that studies have indicated that more than 20% of road accidents are related to driver sleepiness. And this was again from the sleep statistics article. And you may think, oh, 20% is not that much, but they actually equated that to about 100,000 cases in a year have died from sleep deprivation related car crashes. And another article read, sleepiness is increasingly recognized as a casual factor in crashes, and may be at a particular risk in chronically sleep deprived young people. And this was read in the Karskadon on page 149. This young people could mean students, or maybe people just starting to join the workforce who really don't know about these risks. And more risks, there are major health risks like short-term and long-term, including your immune system lowering, or mental strain like increasing depression, anxiety, bipolarness. It has also equated to many behavioral problems and decreasing in energy, mood swings, decrease in brain function, Some equate it to memory loss and a shortened memory capacity and shortened attention span. Long-term health risks might include obesity, cancer, heart disease. For example, in the Colton article it read, the cumulative effects of sleep loss and sleep disorders have been associated with a wide range of health consequences, including an increased risk of hypertension, diabetes, obesity, depression, heart attack, and stroke. This is all from not getting enough sleep or thinking that you only need 6 hours when in fact you really need 7 to 9 as an average adult. After 2 days of no sleep, the body starts to shut down in little periods of 30 seconds to a minute just to get enough sleep. This is because sleep is so important for all of the body functions, not just brain functions, but anything that requires energy. Luckily, there are plenty of easy fixes. Me personally, I have been trying to work at this to fix it, and I like to set a schedule for myself, so I devote so much time to studying, so much time to free time as to relieve some of my mental health strain, and I make sure that I get at least 7 to 8 hours every single night so I can perform to the best of my ability at school. And if you suffer from any of these problems like sleep apnea or insomnia, many medical professionals are prepared to help you with this, so get the help that you need. And there are also over-the-counter solutions like melatonin that you can take to help you get a good night's rest. Even if you end up taking 2 hours of sleep or something like that, you still need as much sleep as you can get. So don't just excuse it and say, oh, I'll just pull an all-nighter. It's too late anyways. Get as much sleep as you possibly can. But don't oversleep, but get as much as you possibly can. Sleep is extremely important because without it, we really have no restart button for mental and physical issues. I'm sure if you notice when you're sick, you feel way more exhausted and tired. And that's because your body needs to press its reset button. We must take care of ourselves because no one else will. Without it, we have really high risks of death. We must be our own biggest advocate for our mental, physical well-being. Because without it, again, nobody else will. So, get your sleep. Thank you.